Hi, welcome, Paul Drake, Freedom Life School podcast. I hope you are having a great day so far. Today I'm going to talk about consciousness and how we live in a world of robots. We all are like robots. Basically, we live subconsciously, we don't realise half the time what we're doing, and we wonder where our life is disappearing across the veranda. So, what I mean is, how often do you consciously think about what you are doing? Or have you been wired to the point of doing the same repetitive things over and over and over and over and over and over again, to the point you no longer know what you are doing? So, you wake up every day, right? Same time. You get ready the same way. You clean your teeth, get dressed, wash your face, have a shower, whatever. The same things over and over again. You then have your breakfast. Practically the same thing over and over and over again. Then you go to work. What do you do then? Oh, the same work every day. For 8-9 hours a day. Some of you are unlucky and do 12 hours of the same repetitive work over and over again. Then you finish, you come home. You do the same repetitive things like cook your tea, clean up, walk the dog, whatever it is. But how many of you consciously think about what you're doing? Or is it like it's like, as I say, like a robot. You're doing automatic things that have been programmed into your brain every single day. So, how many times have you started driving your car to work, and then 1 second you've got a car, next thing you know you're at work, you're thinking, I don't even remember how I got to work. Or I don't even remember what I did yesterday at work. Or what did I even do last night? That's how bad it is, because the point we've got is we've got to a point now where everything is the same things over and over and over again. Now, I've heard a great quote. If you want things in your life to change, then you have to change things in your life. Now, for me, that is beautiful. That quote is absolutely fantastic. Because at the end of the day, if you are not changing things in your life to improve it, to become better, to live happy, to live without regret, how are you going to expect things to change in your life? Now, this is what, to be quite frankly, pisses me off about people when it comes to New Year. Now, obviously, if you don't like what I'm saying, fine. I don't mind. Go and check a different podcast out, fair enough. But I'm going to stay true to myself because it makes me happy. It makes me live life without regret and become better. So, I want to be truthful with you and truthful to myself that when people make a New Year's resolution, they expect all this change to happen when they're not changing anything in their lives. So they're still doing the same routines every day. So this is the person that wants to go to the gym. They want to get healthier, they want to lose weight, they want to change everything in their lives. But consciously, they've made the decision to change it. But subconsciously, they're still doing the same routines every single day. They're not really changing like their mentality to the point where I need to make sure the cupboards I've got food in. I need to make sure that I segment a certain amount of time per day to go out and do it. I need to make sure I've got the right clothing. I need to make sure that everyone in my family knows what I'm trying to achieve and what I'm trying to make my life into. But yet, they don't think about things like that. Same as people that want to give up smoking. After a couple of weeks, they start smoking again. Something comes up, a bit of stress. Because they haven't dealt with the same emotions and feelings that they've been feeling for so long that they expect after just one statement saying, I'm going to change. They expect that to be it and it'd be so easy. But it takes time. If you think there's like 4 steps This is what I've learned from a great CD series I've been listening to. Your wish is your command. This person talks about how there's 4 stages to mastering something. So you've got the first stage, which is subconscious incompetence. So basically, you don't know what you don't know. So you say, before you've even thought about changing your goals or something that you really want to do in life, you can't make the decision to do that because you've not even thought about it. Next is conscious incompetence. So you've decided that you want to do something. So that means you're consciously thinking about it, but you're incompetent to do it because you don't know how, you don't know when, you don't know anything about it. But you're now conscious to thinking, how am I going to do this? Then there's conscious competence, meaning that once you have the conscious competence, it means you're thinking about it, you know what you need to do, and you're working towards it every day. You're constantly going over and over and over and over. So you're starting to change your habits, starting to neurologically change neurons in your brain to help you get better, to make you achieve that goal. So what happens then? You become subconsciously competent because you've done it so often. And because you've done it so much, you don't need to think about it. This is what's happened before when you was in work, when you'd been driving, when you're at home. You've subconsciously got to the point of being competent that you don't even think about it. So when you're doing something new that you want to improve your life, if you want to change, you've got to get to that point where you're subconsciously competent. Now, I also heard another quote. This is a good one. You are very good at being subconsciously wrong or subconsciously rubbish because you've constantly gone over the same things and say over the same things where you thought you was a failure, you thought you were not good enough, you thought you were ugly, you thought all these stupid things, but yet because you thought about them over and over and over again, subconsciously you've connected all them neurons and dots together. So now you think to yourself, yeah, I'm not any good at that. I won't even try that. Before you've even given it a thought, because your brain's already told you that's it. You're a failure. You're not very good at anything in life. So living consciously is, I'd say, the first step to becoming better. Because at the end of the day, you don't know what you don't know, and you're just oblivious to it. But if you truly want your life to change, you've got to change things in your life. So you've got to be consciously thinking, right, I want, well, for me, right now, what am I thinking? Let's think of a story that's resonating with me right now. So I wanted to get a better life. I wanted to not be employed by someone who can dictate to me what hours I can work and which hours I had finished, what I had to do with my time. So I didn't know before that stage that there was anything different. So I was subconsciously incompetent to knowing there was nothing better than being employed. Then there were conscious incompetence where I found out there was a better way. I could become my own boss, make my own rules. Change was then to come. So then ever since I decided to become my own boss, that's when I become consciously competent. Because every day I work towards improving, making life better, helping other people, making everything in life evolve around my goal. Have I got to the stage where I want to be at? No. But until you try something, until you start going for it every single day, you are not going to be subconsciously competent at it. You're not going to be subconsciously good at it. You'll have ups, downs, left, right, everything that you think goes wrong. You're kind of thinking to yourself, oh, well, I must not be going towards what I'm going. But that's a load of crap. Anyone heard of the law of attraction? Now, I heard a quote from Ford. one of the richest men in the world. Now, his quote were, if you believe you can, or you believe you can't, either way you're right. Now, if you think you can do something, then you're right because you can do it. But if you if you think to yourself, I can't do that, then you obviously can't. It is that simple. Right? I think that's it for today. I really appreciate you watching. I really appreciate you coming and take the time to watch these. If you're anywhere on social media or anything like it, share it, do whatever you want with it. Even if you don't like it, put a thumbs down, write a comment, do not like. At least I know what sort of things to be changing. I really would like some input on sort of things that you don't particularly have any like knowledge on. So really put a comment below if you want me to try and do a video or anything like that. I will try my best to help out as much as I can. As I say, this podcast is about helping you achieve a better life. So you want to become better every day, living a life without regret. If that's changing your job, quitting your job, not being with the right woman, anything that you can think of, so you're not living without regret, and to live happy. Because at the end of the day, if you're not happy doing whatever you're doing, life is just meaningless. It really is meaningless because you're miserable every day. And do you honestly want to wake up every single day being miserable and just down and upset and just fearful, just everything that you can think of, just not living your true to yourself? Right, that's it from me, and I really appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one. I'll catch you in a bit.